A new stimulus check just announced and why this is so incredibly important. Also, I have 2 new guaranteed basic income programs that send out monthly checks that I want to tell you about in this video. So with that being said, let's get into it right away. But really fast, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video so I can keep you updated each and every day while all this information is changing very rapidly. You watch these videos each day because you want honest, accurate, reliable, and transparent information, which is exactly what I deliver to you each and every day through these videos. I literally do hours and hours of research, boiling it all down into these short videos to deliver to you because my commitment is to help you out in any way that I can, get all the money and benefits you possibly can as a result of these multi-trillion-dollar stimulus packages and all of these other changes that are going on out there right now. So again, thank you so much for your support. Subscribe down below, and let's get into this right away. All right, so a new stimulus check has just been announced. However, to be totally clear and totally transparent, this is in one particular state. However, if you are in the state or if you are not in the state, I would still recommend watching this video because the reason in which they are actually going to issue this stimulus check is exactly the same reasons we've been calling on for a very long time now. And finally, some people in one particular state finally get it. Seriously. So finally, this is what we've been waiting for and that what we have been calling on the federal government, as in Congress, to do. But it seems that one state across the United States right now has finally figured out the recipe. They figured out the formula, right? So maybe, just maybe, this will translate into Congress. This is actually really good here. So I just want to say this much. Maybe you're in the state I'm about to tell you, or maybe you're not. Regardless, I would say listen to this for just a minute here because it's actually pretty important. All right, listen up. If you are in the state of Illinois, this is all about you. The state of Illinois. This is the state in which has announced a new stimulus check. Now, this is not a go back to work bonus. This is not an unemployment bonus. This is not some other kind of bonus. This is literally a stimulus check. It's exactly what they're calling it. It is a stimulus check, just like the ones that we got out of Congress, the $1,200, the $600, and the $1,400 over the last year and a half. Yeah, okay. Let's talk through the details because this is important to understand. So first off, they're much smaller than the traditional stimulus checks that we've seen. So they're actually going to be $200 for an individual or $400 for a married couple. Now, if you're an individual earning under $75,000, you'll be eligible. $200, that's what you're eligible for. Now, if you're a married couple earning under $150,000, again, you would be eligible for the $400 check in the state of Illinois. Now, again, to be totally clear, this is not just in Chicago, this is not just in Peoria, I think that's how you pronounce it, or any of the other cities throughout the entire state of Illinois. It is literally the entire state of Illinois is where this is approved. Everybody, if you live in Illinois and your income is low enough, boom, you got it, okay? So that's why this is important. This is a stimulus check. We haven't seen a whole lot of these come out as of recently anyway. Usually they're tied to like going back to work or like unemployment or like hazard pay or like hero pay or teachers or, stuff like this. But this is not. This is literally straight up stimulus check right here. Now, it's going to cost the state of Illinois $1.4 billion. But that's not the important part. Who issued the check and who approved this thing or who actually announced it? It is Republicans out of the state of Illinois. Now, again, that's not me taking sides or anything like that, but I'm just telling you who announced this thing. It's Republicans that did it. But why? Why are they sending out a stimulus check? Get this. They want to send out a check right before the holidays to help the people during the holidays. Oh my gosh, seriously, this is exactly what we've been calling on Congress to do across the entire country for literally everybody that's struggling right now. Help the people out during this time. Literally, this is exactly what we've been calling on out of Congress. Issue a stimulus check during this time right now when people are struggling so much, and that's exactly what they're doing in Illinois. They're issuing this anywhere between $200 for an individual or $400 for a married couple, literally right during the holidays to help everybody out right now. I mean, perfect timing. Seriously, this could not be better. Again, I'm not taking sides with this. I'm not saying it's good because it's Republicans. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm simply just saying this is just what we've been calling on. I mean, seriously, this is exactly what we've been calling on with Congress. We've been calling on Congress to issue a stimulus check right now to help out low-income, fixed-income Americans who are struggling so much, especially as we get into the time of year right now where it sure would be nice to have a couple extra $100 laying around, right? I mean, we all need it for certain things, but realistically, it'd certainly be nice to have some extra money right now. So this is actually really important for why they are actually doing this. So maybe, just maybe, this will rub off on Congress and they'll think, hey, those people over there in Illinois, yeah, they got a pretty good idea there. Maybe we should do the same thing. Oh, man, what a brainstorm they've got, right? So maybe Congress will jump on this bandwagon. Let's cross our fingers. And Congress, if you're listening, you should probably jump on the bandwagon and, get a grip on yourselves and do something for the American people who are struggling so much right now. Again, I have a hard time holding back because I just feel like they're blatantly ignoring the needs of people right now. So it's really hard for me to bite my tongue when it comes to Congress right now. So anyway, I usually don't anyway. This is out of Illinois. This is a really good thing. Now, again, I totally get it. If you're living in Alabama or Florida or New Jersey or California, Washington, literally any other states right now, you're thinking, what about us? Seriously, we're struggling just as much as people in Illinois. Hey, I get it. I don't live in Illinois, but I get it. People are struggling everywhere. You know what I mean? So what my point is, maybe, just maybe, Congress will actually get a grip on themselves and actually follow through with what the people out of Illinois are suggesting right now. This is amazing, seriously. This is typically how things happen, is one state jumps on something, just like UBI and Guaranteed Basic Income, GBI. One state, Stockton, California, way back about 2 years ago, started up with the first Guaranteed Basic Income program, and look at it now. These programs are popping up all over the place right now, which is actually a perfect transition into what I'm going to talk about next, which is these two new Guaranteed Basic Income programs I want to point out. In fact, just a couple days ago, I was out pointing out a couple others that were just announced, and now I have a couple more for you. So, yeah, these things are popping up all over the place. Why? Because all these states, cities, and localities are flush with cash right now. They don't know what to do with it all. So they're literally setting up all these programs right now and giving it to low-income people. I don't know. Sounds like a pretty nice use of money to me, right? I like the sound of it. So here's the two programs I have for you. And again, you might be located in the area, maybe you're not. But either way, my dedication is to be here to bring you the information as I find it to help out as many people as I can. So first one is South San Francisco. No, I don't live in South San Francisco, but if you do, you probably know what that means. I'm not sure, if they have a certain area in South San Francisco that's, designated as South San Francisco. Honestly, I don't know, but if you live there, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. South San Francisco, $500 for low-income individuals for the next 12 months. Not bad, right? Again, no strings attached. Universal Basic Income and Guaranteed Basic Income are literally no strings attached payments. It's like me walking up to you on the street, handing you $500 and saying, have fun, see ya, enjoy, the best. So it's literally no strings attached. You don't need to report back to me. You don't need to report back to anybody and say what you did with the money. You literally just spend it on whatever you want, however you see fit. Nice, right? All right, the next program is out of Phoenix, Arizona, and this one is $1,000 for 12 months for low-income individuals. By the way, all of these Guaranteed Basic Income and Universal Basic Income programs that are all over the country are always focused on low-income people. It's never high-income people. It's never even middle-income people. It's always low-income people, okay? So anytime I ever talk about these programs, you never need to worry about the guy down the street taking down six figures getting one of these checks. It's just not going to happen. Not a chance. It's not going to happen. It's always on very, very low-income people. Typically people that are at the poverty line or below, maybe 150%, below the poverty line. So they look at the poverty line and say if you're 200% below the poverty line or something like that. So it's never focused on anybody that earns, I would say, even more than $50,000. I'd say that'd even be a stretch. It's never going to encompass those people ever, for the most part anyway. So anyway, Phoenix, $1,000 for 12 months. So again, just another one of the two more of the programs we can add to the tallies. Honestly, I don't even know how many tallies we're at right now. We're probably sitting at 60 to 70 of these programs around the country right now. I'm just throwing out some wild numbers. I honestly don't even know what it is. If you want me to, I can go back and count all of them, but there are a ton of them all over the place. Literally every week I'm back with you telling you about these new programs. There's usually anywhere between about 1 to probably 4 or 5 of them every single week that pops up. So these are 2 more, and actually about, I don't know, 3 days ago maybe, I was out with a separate video talking about 3 other programs. So again, they're popping up. This is 5 so far this week that we found. So I guarantee you there's going to be more coming. I just know there will be, because the states, cities, and localities have billions of dollars right now. They have to do something with it. So they're setting up all these programs to help out low-income people. So anyway, when it comes to stimulus checks, this is actually really, really good news, because this one state, Illinois, I know it's not all states, I know it's not the federal government, I know it's not Congress, but this is where it all starts, right? So it's just like an avalanche, right? Starts with a little teeny tiny snowflake on the top of a mountain, right? He turns out into a little tiny snowball. He starts rolling a little bit. And before you know it, you got this huge cascade that is unstoppable, right? It's pretty much the same thing when it comes to these programs like this. Usually all it takes is one little thing to start, and then it starts to flow, right? So let's just hope that Congress, looks at this a little bit further and says, hey, we love what Illinois is doing. They're sure making the people happy in Illinois. I mean, sure, they're getting, $200 a person, $400 for a couple. That sure would help out a lot of people right now during the holidays. Gee, I don't know. Hint, hint, Congress, if you're listening, figure it out. You know what I mean? So, gosh, I sometimes I just get so frustrated with Congress, because they just, they know what to do, but yet they're not doing it yet anyway. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to end it there for now. So I hope this helps you out. Again, I'm doing everything for you as I can. Leave your comments and questions down below. I truly want to be here for you in any way that I possibly can. Subscribe, share the videos with your friends, family, social media. Go back and check out some of the other nearly 2,000 videos here on the channel. And I'll catch you again later in the next one. Hope this helps you. Thanks again for your support. I truly appreciate it. I'll catch you later.